Today, we're going to have a brief discussion about Jacky bins and the materials that we manufacture them out of. The rotational moulding process is fairly simple. The closest analogy that I can give you is making an Easter egg. So you would take the mould for the egg and you would tip some molten chocolate in. You would close the mould up, you would roll the mould around till the chocolate went hard, and then you would split the mould open and out would come your chocolate egg. Now we do the same thing with Jacky bins with rotational moulding. So we have a hollow mould into which we put some plastic powder. We then close the mould up, we put it into an oven, we rotate it and roll it while it's inside that oven. The mould heats up, the plastic starts to melt around the inside of the mould until it's all melted out. We then bring it out of the oven, let it cool, the plastic sets and goes hard, and then we open the mould up and out comes the beginnings of the Jacky bin that we are manufacturing. Now, one question that's often asked is the material that you manufacture Jacky bins out of, that light green colour, is it good in the sun? Does it last outside? That is a good, valid question. Jacky bins are manufactured from low-density polyethylene. All rotational moulding material, low-density polyethylene, starts out as this natural colour. The suppliers that we buy the material from will take this raw, natural polymer. Some of it goes straight through as this white colour. Most of it will have other colour pigments and additives put into it prior to us receiving the material and using it for moulding. So the faint green colour, as we call it, which is this light green colour, is essentially the same material as rainwater tanks are manufactured out of, or any other rotationally moulded product for that matter. But instead of putting a bulk amount of colour pigment in, the manufacturers of the polymer have added just a small amount of this light green colour. What it does mean is that you can see through the wall of the bin, so that I hold my hand here and you can actually see a shadow through the polymer, which means that with a Jacky bin, without having to take the lid off and have a look inside or put a sight glass in, when this bin is outside, you can see the product level through the wall of the bin, allowing you to assess how much is left without having to climb up a ladder and have a look in the top. As far as the material goes, it is fully UV-stabilised. They all have a healthy dose of UV stabiliser, which in Australia is very important given the harsh amount of UV the Australian outdoors receives. Really, the only difference with a product like a rainwater tank is the amount of colour pigment that is added in. In a rainwater tank, they deliberately add a heavy amount of colour pigment so that light can't penetrate through the wall of the tank and promote algae growth and so on. With a Jacky bin, that isn't a concern for us, and in fact the benefits of being able to see a shadow through the wall of the bin far outweigh the benefits of having the bin be dark inside. The material is 100% suitable for outdoor use. It's UV stabilised, and when looked after properly, it should give you years and years of trouble-free service. If you've got any further questions about Jacky bins or the way they're made, the team at Ryan Australia will be only too glad to have a chat and answer those questions for you.